Okay, so now we have the list where all the email addresses are going to be stored. If you're still on list, you can just click on those little blocks over here and you click on landing page. Or if you've just logged on, perhaps you'd be on this page, which you'll still go to the same. Let me just show you, highlight it quickly. This blocks over here. You'll click on them. After that, you're going to click on landing page over here. Now the landing page, that is the page that you're going to use to capture the email addresses of the person. So you click on landing page. Then you go to create a landing page over here. So we're going to want to build a landing page from scratch. We can use templates, but it's easier if we build a landing page from scratch. So you can either click on build from scratch over here, or you can click on build from scratch over here, whichever is easier accessible for you. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to click on this one here. And then I normally take number 10. You'll see that they are marked down there. It says plain template number 10. It's the one with the least detail. So let me select that one. So first thing we need to do is give the landing page a name. This is Passport Profits. So what we'll do is we'll just call it according to the product that you're selling, so you can find it easier. And you can use capital letters and spaces. And once you've named it, you just click on next step. Now the first thing we're going to do is delete almost everything on the page. You click on where it says logo, and you'll see there's a little dustbin. Little dustbin in the corner here. Just click on the dustbin. Delete the image. This headline, do not delete it. We're going to use that for... Now we want to delete all this. We're not going to delete it individually. You'll see you don't get a little... Okay, there you get a little dustbin. But if you click on one of the corners, any one of the corners, the little dustbin will show up and you just delete the entire thing. Just scroll down and make sure that you've deleted everything on the page. Now what we want to do now is open up your product sales page. That's when you click on your own affiliate link. So that is what it looks like. And we're going to try and copy this page as close as possible. So let me show you how this whole system works. This to the side is your toolbar, and if you click on the toolbar and you hold your mouse in, you can move the toolbar up and down, left and right if it's in your way. This first part is you'll see the page is only so long. If you want to add a second part to the page or extend the page, the length of the page, you will basically click on it and you will hold the mouse in and you will drag it down to the bottom and you will drop it. You see the page is extended now to 2 pages. If you want to make this bigger, if you ever have the need for it, you can just drag it down and make the page bigger or smaller as you want. I'm going to delete it for now. We don't need it. This here is to add shopping carts. Now you don't add shopping carts on a landing page. This would be for another lesson. This is to add text blocks so that you can add writing. I'll delete that for now. We'll get back to that. This is if you want to add images. And all of the blocks you can resize. Click anywhere, you can fit on it. And if you want to centralize it, even your text, you want to centralize it, you'll see that nifty little green line. Let me just delete that for now. You can add buttons. Also, you will not really need a button on a landing page or your lead capture page. That's for some other time. We'll get back to static forms in a second. This is little backgrounds that you can add, little squares and circles. Let me just change the color quickly so you can see, but I will explain that to you in a second. So that is black. Or you can choose any color you want. Let me just delete that. This we will not use for now. That is for webinars. This is a scarcity timer. This is to get customers to sign up to offers and pages with a bit of urgency. You can choose an evergreen timer. You can select how many hours they have. 2 minutes is actually more than enough. Ask you what happened to the visitors once the page is, once the timers run out. They just stay on this page. Let me just save it. Now what will happen is when a customer lands on this page, this counter will start counting down from 2 minutes. So the customer thinks, oh, I better get rushed and I better hurry up and put in my details before the offer expires. This here, you can drag a video in there. We're not going to need videos on a landing page either. Now the thing with landing pages is you actually don't want any distractions. Now, this is all social buttons. They can like you on Facebook and on Twitter and Pinterest and Google and LinkedIn. You don't want that. You want a customer to land on your page. The simple thing they want to do is collect their email address and have them move to your offer. So you don't want to distract them to pay for an ad or spend time sending a person to your page and then from there taking them somewhere else except for the sales page. This again, you can add buy now buttons. This is not for landing pages. And there you can add some custom code, which we're not going to use, I think, ever unless you start becoming a pro. Okay, so let's get to building your landing page. Let's have a look at the page, your offer page. There's a nice picture at the back with a couple of palm trees. So let's first find a picture with a couple of palm trees. So everything needs to look the same. What I'm trying to say is that if they land on your landing page and your landing page is pink and you send them through to a sales page that is red or blue, the customer gets a little bit of an initial fright. So we're going to go looking for a picture so we can make our landing page more or less similar. The best place to go is a website called Unsplash. And there we go, it's Unsplash free images. Just click on that there in Google. And here we can search for beach palm trees. And we can just search for something similar to what we have there. It doesn't have to be identical, just close enough. Okay, so once you've found the image that you like, all that you need to do is click on the download. And it would start downloading in your browser. Now I've done so already. So let me show you how to add the background. You're going to go back to your landing page, and on these on the lines, you'll double click, and you would want to add an image. You can add a solid color. You can make it a bit transparent if you want. If we select reddish, but for now we're just going to leave that on 0, and we're going to select image, and it says choose an image. Then you want to do add file, select from your computer, and then go to your download folder where the image has been downloaded. I'm just going to cancel that. I'm pretty sure I have the image already. Okay, well, let me rather show you step by step. You'll click select file from computer. You'll select the image you want. You'll double click on it. It'll show the little image there, and you will click on add. I'm not going to add this image, but what would happen is the image will end up right here on top in the corner. That will be your first image. Let me just scroll down and find the image that I have. Okay, so this is the image that I have that has been uploaded to Getresponse. I'm just going to click on use. Give it a couple of seconds to do its thing. And there it's added the image to the background. What you want to do is you want to click, you can do small multiple little images. You want to click on the big solid image. Make sure that it fits the screen and make sure that it's positioned in the center. Click on OK. Now what we're going to do next is add a white background. As you can see there, we've got some palm trees. This is not the best example of my picture, but it'll have to do for now. So let's add this white background. So all that we need to do is click on the, well, hover the mouse over this squarish thing, click on it, hold it in, and drag it into place. And then we can enlarge it. Make it fit the screen nicely. Not touching the sides, but so some of it's visible. Just click somewhere else, click back on it, and move it until the green line pops up. Then we know it's in the center. And now double click on it, and we can choose a color. Now we're going to choose a solid color, and on this page it's white. So let's go for white, and we want to make it a little bit transparent. I would say up to there. Okay, now you'll see the text is behind. You can just bring the text forward by clicking on this button over here. Click on it a couple of times and the text should pop right up to the front. The next thing, we'll see that this is in red. We can just highlight it, copy it, go back there, double click on our text. It won't, if you right click, it won't paste as normal, but you can use the keyboard shortcut. You press and hold in control and you press V. Now we need to change the color of the text to red. So we just select red. Okay. We'd also want to make it smaller, as that was all in one line. There we go. You can play. This works as similar to any Word document where you can bold it, unbold it. But if you're done, you're happy with it, you can centralize it. You can send it to the side. change the font, change the size, change the color, change the background color. But once you're happy, you can just click somewhere else, click back on it, move it to the top, make sure it's nice and centralized. Now we see that there's some more text in there, so we're going to have to draw in another text block. Go back to the sales page, highlight everything, right click, copy, back here, double click on it, and Control V again. Let's just make this about the same. This is all centralized. So let's get the text centralized. It is kind of gray, so that's a good thing. If you want to go a little bit darker on the gray perhaps. Then we want to make that bold, definitely. Move it up to the center. So who else wants to make cash payments? I do the work while you make the commissions. Copy that. Draw in another text block. Double click. Control V. That was all in a straight line. Perhaps we'll just have to use the backspace. No, the block is still too small. There we go. That was in red. Let's do it red. Bold it. And we try and centralize it. See, the page is taking shape. Maybe we can do this white a little bit less transparent. Just change the opacity over here. I think that looks nice. Click the OK. What else does it say? Discover how this works here. Another text block. Control V. Centralize it. Change it to red. See, not so difficult when you get the hang of it. And then enter your best email to continue. Copy that. New text. Control V. Nice and centralized. So you're giving the customer a short little statement of what is to expected. You're telling him what to do. And I think that should be more than enough for this page. Now, as you can see, we have the submit your email address in here, which now we go to static forms. You click on it and you drag it in. Click somewhere else, click back on it, make sure it's nice and centralized. Now the first thing we want to do with this is, you can see there's a little star. Let me just point it out nicely. See that little star? That means they have to submit. It's compulsory to submit their email address. But there by your name, it does not say anything. We really want the person's name as well, and I will show you later on why this is handy. Let me just delete this quickly. So the first thing you want is click on web form fields, this little blue box. And you want to turn on required as well. You can ask for first name, last name, But the more you ask, the less the customer is willing to submit. You can get phone numbers, everything, but the email and the name, make that compulsory. That's the only thing you ask for, and press OK. Now we can change the button color. Let's just see what we have on the sales page. So it says, yes, show me how this works. And it's a gray box with white writing. So what we do is we double click on the box. We change the button color. We change it to gray. Okay. Okay, the text is already white, but if you click on the text, you can change the color of the text. Yes, show me this works. Okay, so let's change that to yes. Oh, need to double click, sorry. Yes. Show me how this works. Now the easiest way to do that is just to make the button bigger. Let's just click somewhere else and centralize our button a bit. Okay, the button is being full of nonsense. Double click and just make the text smaller. And there you have your landing page. If you want to fool around, you could add this. Easy enough, just copy it. Drag in a little text box down the bottom. Double click, Control V. And then we just put it to the side. This is not working out nicely because I think it's too big. Let's just see what happens when we make it smaller. There we go. So we leave it small as is, but what we can do is change the spacing between the lines. Okay, so that's giving it the dots. And then we can just do the spacing of the lines. Oh, sorry, I'm at the wrong thing. Let's change it to dots and do the spacing between the lines a little bit bigger. Make this a bit of a darker gray. Do it bold. You see that required has jumped off a bit. Let's just make it a little bit smaller. There we go. And we centralize this block nicely. And that is your landing page done. Okay, now once you're happy with your landing page, I'm not quite happy with this. Let me just click this entire thing. And we just drag it up a bit to the side so the button appears to be in the middle. That's it. Little fine adjustments. Now, the important thing to remember now is that a lot of people, about 70% of all people, will see your offer on a mobile device, on their phones. So it's important to optimize this page for mobile. So how we're going to do this, you see this is the laptop view. We're going to click on mobile. And then it will ask you, yes, okay, let's go mobile. And this is how they will view the page on mobile. So things have gone a little wonky, but it's not a problem. We can move that down. We can move this up. And that is what your page would look like on a mobile device. If you want to play around a bit and try and sort out the sizes here, you're welcome to. I'm not going to do that now. But let's go back to the normal laptop view. The next thing you want to do is then go to the thank you page. Now we're not going to use a thank you page, but what I like to do is just delete everything on the thank you page as well. And then it must be mobile optimized before you can go to the next step. So click on mobile, let's go mobile. Obviously it's going to be blank. Just back to laptop view. From there, we're going to click on next step once we are happy. So that is the next step. Just give it a second to load. Okay, so the next page is loaded. Here you have the opportunity to fix the page name if you've made a mistake. Then you can add a description. I normally just copy this. You don't have to, really don't have to, but you can just Control V. Oh, this should paste. Yeah, paste. That's the description. Do not worry about this. This will be the name of your landing page. You don't have to worry about that either. Don't worry about just assign a domain. That is already taken care of. The subscription settings, this we're going to have to do. Choose your list. Now remember, this is where your emails are going to be written down. And we've made a list which is called Passport Profits. I have a load of lists. Let me just go through and find the correct one. Passport Profits as we created. Select the list. Confirm opt-in. This you want to definitely switch off. What happens if the confirm opt-in is in? Getresponse will send the customer an email first and say, is it all right if we add you to our email list? And you don't want that. You just want to, the customer has already given you the email address. So you want to, he's actually already half giving you permission to send him emails. So you don't want to do the extra step. The customer might miss it or not, and he will not receive your follow-up emails. Yes, definitely add these customers into your cycle day. Make sure that is ticked. And it will be on day 0, message 0. Now, as I said, we're not going to use the default thank you page. We're going to use a custom thank you page. You choose select custom thank you page. Where it says custom URL, you are going to add your affiliate link, HTTP. Now, normally you just go and you copy your affiliate link. Just for a demonstration, I'm putting it in here. So, your affiliate link.com or whatever it is, your whole entire affiliate link, just paste it in there. Boom, as it is. Do not worry about these settings for now. It's advanced users. This is advanced users. And the next thing you do, you would click on the publish page, on the publish button. So what we have here is you can create another landing page. You can view your landing page online, manage your landing pages. What we want to do is view your landing page online. So we can just make sure that it's looking good. Give it a couple of seconds to load. And that is what your landing page would look like to the customer once he's landed. Now, what happens is they would submit their name and they would submit their email address. And once they click this button, they will be taken to the custom thank you page, which would be David's page, or the Passport Profit Original sales page, where they've just be automatically, your affiliate details will be loaded there automatically, and as the customer progresses and makes the sale, everything would be on your affiliate link. So now the next step that I need you to do is copy the entire link. And from this day forward, you will not be sending customers to your affiliate link. You will be sending them to the landing page first. So the customer would land here, you will collect his name and email address, and they will be sent off to your offer page. So go back to your Facebook. This link that we've added over here, you need to change that to your landing page link. The link that we added on your photo would need to be your landing page link. The link in your in your bio, your intro, would be your landing page link. And then on your featured photo, this link over here would also be your landing page link. In the next video, I will explain to you how to do follow-up emails.